Ian here from Lean Media. Today I'm going to evaluate 5 reasons sales may be slowing down for Amazon sellers in mid 2023. If this video helps, please take a moment to like it and follow me. Let's get started. So I'm doing this video after seeing a very interesting thread titled Zero Sales This Weekend by an Amazon seller. And it got 123 positive votes and then many responses, dozens and dozens of responses, many of them saying they have also experienced a similar slowdown in sales in June of 2023. Now, I've seen threads like this many times before. Someone says, the sales are dead. What's going on Amazon? This seems a little bit more authentic because so many people are chiming in, and many of the people have similar characteristics, which I shall get into in a minute. And I'm going to evaluate 5 potential reasons why sales are slowing down right now on Amazon. And if you have any comments or ideas or thoughts, just leave your comments in this particular video's thread. So the first thing that people are citing in this trend that they're seeing is a Chinese site called Temu or Temu. I don't even know how to pronounce it. And this is a new entrant in the e-commerce space. Apparently, lots of buyers are going over to Temu because it's so cheap. You can buy things that you might normally buy on Amazon for a much lower price, apparently because many of the Chinese manufacturers and middlemen, they're just listing directly right on this particular site. So they're not adding any sort of Amazon inflation to the price. And apparently lots of buyers, customers like this. And the theory is people are abandoning Amazon.com to shop on this particular site to go directly to like the manufacturer and the distributor in China, and they ship directly from China. I don't know how likely this is to explain a complete drop off on sales for Amazon, because not everybody is even aware of Temu. So I think that this may be a trend, but it's not powerful enough to knock off hundreds or maybe even thousands of Amazon sellers who are reporting absolutely zero sales or very low sales over the past weekend. So that's reason number one. The second reason people are citing in this particular thread is there's economic slowdown. And you see the headlines about this. Certainly the American Fed is very concerned about that, and they're doing stimulation. They're doing things to try to put the economy on a stronger track. But I'd like to remind people that in many respects, the economy in the U.S. is actually quite strong. I mean, unemployment is at a very low level. People aren't completely locking down their credit card and not buying anything. So I think that the economy is less likely to be a reason that would explain all of these Amazon sellers who are reporting no sales. Number 3 is the inform verification issue. And actually, let's just find an example of that. So some people are Inform, as many sellers know, is an Inform Act. It requires Amazon to get certain pieces of verified information from sellers like us. Amazon handled it very badly, as I explained in an earlier video and also in blog posts. And some people think that because the Inform Act was handled so poorly on Amazon, that somehow impacted sales as well. I'm less certain that is a reason. It might be a possible reason for some of these sellers, but not all of these sellers had Inform Act issues that would explain why no sales at all over the past weekend or over the past week. So number 4, this is something that I theorize may be a possibility, but I could be wrong about that. And that is Amazon just had an algorithm change. So Amazon, as you know, if you search on Amazon.com, when you search for something in here, like let's say I'm searching for, ink toner, there's all these results that will come up. And if you select like ink toner for Brother Printer, maybe the results that are showing up now are different than the results that showed up a month ago, because Amazon is altering how it calculates which items should show up at the top of the search results. Interesting, you can see that basically all these products look almost identical for this particular search item. I think that this could be a reason, and Amazon, of course, doesn't announce when it changes the algorithm, but I think that an algorithm change would explain lots of sellers experiencing absolutely zero sales or very reduced level of sales currently. And the only way that people will find out is actually if this trend is repeated across many different areas of Amazon. And I just want to say something for my own Amazon seller business. My sales have not been impacted that badly. I mean, I'm still getting. I mean, over the weekend is usually slow for me, anyways. But I'm still getting the same level of sales that I was getting, for instance, last weekend or even a month ago on the weekend. So the algorithm change, if it happened, it seems to be only in certain areas and not in all areas. And but that could explain why some of these sellers appear to be FBM, fulfilled by merchant. That means that they're fulfilling it from their own warehouse or their own office or their own storeroom, rather than FBA, which is sending into Amazon for Amazon to fulfill. So a lot of these are FBM merchants, and I'm wondering if the algorithm changes may be affecting them more than it is FBA merchants. So that's just a theory. And then, but the most important reason why I think some people are saying that they're not getting any sales right now, or a greatly reduced level, is because Amazon Prime Day was announced. The official Amazon Prime Day was announced. It's July 11th at 3 a.m. EDT and going through July the 12th. So just so you know, millions of Amazon customers also got this announcement. Either they saw it on social media, or they got an email notification, or they're paying attention because they know every year there's usually 2 Prime Day periods, and one of them is in the summer. So they were paying attention. And when you know Prime Day is coming just a few weeks from now, one of the first things you're going to do is reduce the purchases on Amazon. Because let's say that this toner, it costs $60 now. Maybe on Prime Day it will cost $40. So it's worth waiting 2 weeks to purchase this particular item on Amazon if you know Prime Day is coming. And certainly I know I'll be pulling back on some of my purchases, because I'd rather get a discount on July 11th or 12th, especially if it's not an urgent required type of purchase for my business or for my personal Amazon account. Anyways, those are the 5 reasons that I came up with for why Amazon sales may be declining. Another thing to keep in mind is that, when you're considering the potential factors that might go into a zero sale weekend, these are the things that we sellers may assume may be the problem. There may be something else that's completely unknown to us, and Amazon will never ever reveal it to us for whatever reason. That could be a software bug. It could be an issue at certain Amazon fulfillment centers. It could be something that's completely innocuous, like, all right, well, if this particular, let's say the seller was an FBA seller and they had all of their items in a certain warehouse, and that warehouse was impacted by a weather event or some other sort of problem, like let's say just trucks can't go to the fulfillment center for some reason, that might impact their sales, and Amazon knows that, but they may not be notifying sellers of that particular problem. So these are the so-called unknown unknowns, and we don't know what they are, but I think in terms of things that we can speculate on, Temu, economy, algorithm change, inform verification, and Prime Day. I think it's probably a combination of factors that are impacting many of these sellers. And as I said before, even though this seller and dozens of other sellers said that they've also it's dead for them too, it's not uniform across all Amazon sellers. As I said before, for my own account, I haven't seen this drop off. It's actually pretty typical. The sales right now for me are pretty typical, as they are at this time of year, in the run up to Amazon Prime Day. So that's my take on it. If you like this video, please take a moment to like it and follow me. And if you go to leemedia.org, that is my official blog site and place to find out more about me. The blog is basically lots of free information about using different Amazon programs, as well as Shopify. And it's completely free to view and to get more information on how to run your Amazon business. This is Ian signing off. Thanks so much for watching.